Hi there, how's it going? It's Monday afternoon, early Monday afternoon, and we are here in the GG basement to talk about the weekend's horse racing. It's time for the GG weekend review with myself, Chris Graham, and my partner in crime, Ross Clarke. How's your weekend?
Really good. I think we might get caught out by saying the GG basement though, because there's a tree right behind us, Chris, so you might want to just say we're a bit higher than a basement. But no, good weekend. I see our Beardy's getting a bit of stick as well.
Yeah,
Beard's just getting a bit of stick on social media.
Calvin, huh?
Yeah, yours is much more well kept than mine, I have to say.
Yeah, I've had mine for 13 years now.
I've been trying to grow mine for 33. This is as far as I've got.
Anyway, a weird weekend. It was great to have the jumps back. It was great to have this Plunkett back on ITV's own show, but in my opinion, but a bit of a letdown. A lot of non-runners. The ground was really heavy.
It's just the way it is at this time of year. Sometimes, isn't it? You got to crack on. I mean, it was a shame that all the flat racing was cancelled.
Was gone as well. Racing post Vertin Futurity was off as well. So yeah.
What I find most amazing though is this is Britain, and you've got like the rain coming down on the Saturday, tons of non-runners, racing abandoned, and then on the Sunday you get bright sunshine and half the fences taken out of the Old Roan Chase.
Bizarre,
that's what it used to be British in the autumn.
Absolutely. We'll talk about the Old Roan Chase in a bit. First though, quickly, Friday's action at Cheltenham. Did you see Al Dancer win his race? Now just 16-1 for the Arkles. Is Twiston Davies got another start here?
He might do. I mean, you don't... I'm always loath to kind of tip things at this stage for Cheltenham, but he couldn't really have done it. Have a finer chase debut, beat solid yardsticks as well, getaway trump in there. Plenty to like about his performance anyway. But we'll see what he does next time. Yeah,
I think he's back at Cheltenham for the November meeting next month, obviously.
The thing with novice chasers is you want to get as much experience in them as possible, I think. Especially if you've got an eye on a bigger prize, maybe in March. Sure. I don't think you want them turning up after one run, two run over fences. You need to get some experience in them, get them jumping at speed. Then don't want to turn up too inexperienced.
So it should be that race on the Sunday, which is the kind of Arkle trial at that meeting, which Al Dancer should run in next month. So interesting to see how he gets on there. You were very sweet on West Approach on Saturday. Boy, the price came.
I wasn't the only one, was I?
A lot of people did. I fancied it myself, but he got beat, of course, by the conditional in that handicap chase. But did Robbie probably went too soon, didn't he?
I don't know. I mean, I think the ground probably had the ground been good to soft. Even just soft. He probably would have won, I think. He travelled like the best horse in the race, just got outstayed late on in the ground. The thing is, you really want to be backing him next time out because his form just tends to deteriorate after the first run. So that could have been the day. Obviously, every man and his dog seemed to back it eventually. Went off, I think, 3-1 favourite, 9-2, so it was 12-1 the day before. But as I say, I wouldn't be backing him next time, I don't think.
No. Well, you were so rude on Friday with Saint Calvados.
Yeah, I was.
You were really rude, and I was quite offended because I like the horse. And boy, he shut you up because he ran a great race on Saturday, winning that Randox Health handicap chase off top weight, carrying nearly 2 stone more than the runner-up. A great performance by Saint Calvados. You've got to give him some credit here.
I will give him some credit, and I'll also give the trainer Harry Whittington some credit. He was just always there to be shot at last season. He went out from the front every time, trying to make call, trying to stretch his rivals. Different tactics on Saturday. And this is a thing that sometimes annoys me. Quite a lot annoys me about racing. I think horses are more versatile than most people give them credit for. So you have these, he needs to make the pace, he needs to be held up. I think most horses can probably adapt to different paces and different phases of the race. So I'm quite pleased that they held him up, and it was a great performance. And that was his first dip for a while back in handicap company. He'll be out of that again now, so he's going to be back up to graded class.
Absolutely.
I mean, is he ready for Grade 1 chases again? Over 2 miles to Tingle Creek. I don't know.
He was second in that last year.
I think
he won poor in the Champion Chase. 33-1 for the Champion Chase next year. And if you think Altior was likely to come out of that division, then there maybe is a gap for somebody to step up.
And with his different tactics now, so he might
he
just take a bit of further improvement out of him. Good performance.
He could be reborn, definitely. Sunday was the Old Roan Chase, with a controversial race, as you alluded to, the fact that they removed quite a few of the fences during that race. Forrest Behan, the third favourite, won it at 92, beating the top weight Frodon and the favourite Kalashnikov. Thoughts on the race, firstly?
Well, I mean, we all know the best horse won the race, travelled the best, but you know, he jumped 6 fences fewer than he should have, and the fences that he did jump, Forrest Behan, he was jumping a little bit out to his right.
Yeah.
So you would have expected that to have continued, and he may have found it difficult to win, and he looked to be coming to his stamina kind of running out at the end. It was probably a trip that stretched him a little bit.
And what do you think of Bryony Frost? She's come out yesterday and said, you know, this is jump racing, why are we removing all these fences? It's a real shame. My horse was inconvenienced by that, he was confused. Well, that is true. Frodon's best asset is his jumping. However, imagine a scenario in which there's low sun, and if Bryony Frost gets her way, obviously she's great from racing, but if Bryony Frost is saying we shouldn't be doling off fences, then you either cancel the race, or you run the risk of horses being unsighted and taking crashing falls, jockeys being injured. No one wants to see that. So I think the only thing Aintree can do is to take out the fences, at least let us have a race. I just think Bryony Frost, great for the sport, I just think she's overreacting a little bit. It's just a one-off, it's not going to happen again. Frodon will get another chance in a couple of months' time when there's no fences doled out to show off his, you know, his main asset. I just think that, you know, it is what it is. Stop complaining about it. Just say it wasn't. I don't get why you can't just say, wasn't his ideal conditions. And I think she just loves the horse. She's got a great partnership with the horse. We've seen that in the Ryanair, and she's probably a big. She is gutted about it, and you know she works with Paul Nicholls. Paul Nicholls as well, he's not the best loser, if you know what I mean. You know, he takes defeat badly, and maybe that's what champions should be saying. You know, she's upset. She's competitive. She's a champion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but the best thing about the race is they all live to fight another day. I mean, imagine the worst case scenario, you know, and so they all live to fight another day. They're all going to probably compete against each other again through the year, and then we'll see exactly who's the best.
Yeah, we will. Let's talk about another day. We'll talk about Saturday. It looks a pretty good day. Hopefully the weather won't inconvenience it too much. We've got Charlie Hall Chase, which for me is the first sort of top class, I suppose Old Roan, but you know, really top class Saturday race during the jump season. A decent card at Ascot, and down Royal, of course, you've got the old James Nicholson Wine Merchant Championship, one of the great sponsors of the jump racing. Now it's rebranded as the Ladbrokes Champion Chase. We've got the 5-day entries through, or the initial entries through, including the likes of Barcode Flow, Clan de Zubo, Delta Work, Road to Respect, and Kenboy.
I think it must have been an early closing. I think it must have been an early closing race, so he was already entered. But as it stands, he won't be allowed to run, which is a bit of a shame. Let's hope that gets sorted out, by the way, because Kenboy is such an exciting talent. Let's hope there's some way that they can sort this scenario out. Obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of what exactly is going on, and obviously HRI have to protect the sport and protect trainers, but you know, it's not an ideal scenario in which the Gold Cup favourite isn't allowed to run.
I know.
So let's hope that gets sorted.
I know. Just quick raw thoughts on that race. I know it's really difficult to say 5 days before, but obviously Clanders will
love that. I love Clanders over, yeah.
Nicholls got a good record in this race. Cocker Star won it in the past.
And I like the fact that Nicholls sends his best horses over to Ireland for that race. Give the Irish fans, Northern Irish fans, a chance to. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Brexit, where this border is. Clan de Zobo could be having his passport checked in the middle of the Irish Sea. I mean, who knows what's going on? So we might as well make the most of it while we can.
I was going to make a Brexit joke about it. I thought, no, I'll refrain from it. But you beat me to it. So.
But no, let's hope Clan de Zobo goes over there. I really like him. Gold Cup maybe not quite placed to his strength, but you know, 3 miles down Royal. I think he'll serve it up to the Irish over there this weekend if he goes.
So you take one horse for the weekend, who would it be? From the previous
from last weekend.
From last weekend.
Oh, this put me on the spot, wasn't it?
Saint Calvados, sure. No?
Yeah, Saint Calvados. We'll go Saint Calvados. We'll go Saint Calvados.
Guy,
My head's fried.
He slagged him off on Friday. Now he's made it his horse of the weekend.
It's because I'm thinking about Brexit. My head's fried. I can't even think straight anymore.
They've given him an extension to January 31st. Just
Great.
but
Christmas general election, January Brexit. Well, probably ended before the Cheltenham Festival. That's the way this.
it's a great world. It's a great sport. We're back on Friday talking about the Charlie Hall, the Champion Chase at Down Royal, and probably a bit of Brexit as well. So we'll see you on Friday. Yeah.